Okay, you guys should be able to hear me now because I've changed the mic. So we'll. Yes. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me now. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, there will be slight disturbance in the voice because I've changed the mic. But nevertheless, we can still start doing the stream. Okay, sorry, I missed a couple of questions. We'll get back to that fast. Okay, don't post all of your teams inside because we have slightly less time, 35 minutes, guys, to the deadline. Kevin De Bruyne out for Mane this week. I would go Mane differential, but I want Kevin De Bruyne long term. So make sure it's only a 1 week transfer. Justin against Brighton or Semedo against Villa. I think Semedo against Villa has a higher chance of clean sheet. We're taking a -4 to get Yota out of somebody like Zaha or Greenwood or Mount or Neto. It's a tough call because both Zaha and Greenwood, I would prefer them, but both have a tough fixture. So we'll take a -4 for them. Yes, sorry for the delay, guys. Sorry for the delay. Ricardo won't be available this week. Yes, so I think Justin will be fine to start. Zaha or Pulisic for ZH. I think Pulisic is the better one. I've got Welbeck on the bench, but I should I bench Yota for Welbeck? I would do that. I expect Yota to be benched, but it's a 50-50 call because if Yota does play the full time game, he will be explosive against them. Who to go for the Chelsea attack? I think it's either Pulisic or Timo Werner to go to. Okay. Got 107 points in FPL last game. That's great, Amit. Hopefully, you captain De Bruyne. My starting lineup is McCarthy, Zuma, Chilwell, Robertson, Dyer, Grealish, Salah, Bruno Sun, and DCL. Should I have any worry? No, I don't think so. And there's any worry. I thought we discussed this in the midweek that DCL is a good player to hold on to. But with the James injury, I think it's probably a good time to move on from DCL to someone like Ings because DCL will drop in price tonight. Captain Salah, Son, Warner, Kane. I've put on my captaincy post prediction. I think the top three captains. So it looks like Salah is the guy. McCarthy or Martinez, expect McCarthy to keep a clean sheet this week. Will Kilman start only if Wolves go to a back three? And we've been saying this for 2 weeks now. I don't see them going to the back three, so it's a very tough call to take if Kilman will start or not. Is Che Adams a good option? Yes, he is a decent option. He does look in form, so you can probably go to Che Adams if you don't have the funds. Upal, what to do with Mitchell? Just keep him in your team. Don't move around with him. Don't do anything with him. There's no point wasting a transfer on him. Jota will be playing. I expect him to be benched. I think Salah will start. Salah is fine. I think he should start. These replacements are, in my opinion, it's Grealish, Greenwood, Zaha. Maybe if you have a message. If you want to go cheap, go Bowen. I think I would look for the Jota as a pick. Hey, Darpit, DS, Fush, James, Tierney, Fernandez, Kevin De Bruyne, Son, ZH, DCL, Bamford. Should I bring in Salah? Yes, you should probably sell out ZH as soon as possible. Captain Warner, Wadi, I don't trust Man United, and I'm not going to captain Kevin De Bruyne. Between Werner and Vardy, I think Werner has the edge because it's a very leaky Everton defense. After all, should I play Rafinha and Podence? Uh, if yes, then whom? I think Rafinha is still good. Podence with anyone, even Bowen would do. Wilson as a captain, I don't really think Wilson is a very good standout pick this week, and I posted it on Instagram as well. Lamptey or Kilman, Lamptey because I know he'll start. Grealish, March, Son, Yota, any changes in the midfield? I think March to Bowen is a good pick at the moment. I think Bowen is looking really strong. If not Bowen, if you don't have the funds, probably Neto. Sterling captain is a risky one. I would captain De Bruyne because he does look like the man in form from City, but I wouldn't go Sterling this week. Should I bench Yota or WordPress? It's a 50-50 call. Honestly, it's a 50-50 call. I would bench Yota if I was in your situation. Hey bro, is there any risk with Salah? I have Salah, De Bruyne, Vardy for captaincy. Yes, there is slight risk, and I'm not denying it. There is a chance that he'll get benched. He played 90, but as far as I've read and researched, and I think he should be okay to play the match, at least 70 minutes of the match. So Salah captaincy or De Bruyne captaincy is where I go. Son Havertz, ZH, Rodriguez, Salah to De Bruyne. I think Rodriguez and ZH out. If you can remove Havertz as soon as possible, that would do as well. Salah or Mane, I would go Salah as a long-term pick. Mane is only good for this week. Captain between Vardy, Kane, and Grealish. Tough call, Vardy, Kane 50-50. Martinez or Meslier, tough call. I would go Martinez solely because he'll get more saves possibly and gets a chance to keep a clean sheet as well. Guys, whoever's watching the stream, make sure you hit the like button and support the channel and stream. Any news on Firmino and Mane training bust up? No, I have not heard or read of any news like that. I think it should be all fine. With Firmino, there's some ankle injury news, but I think he played the UCL match and should be fine. Is Kane a good pick for captaincy? Kane traditionally has been a good pick, good matchup against Crystal Palace. So looking at stats, yes, but there might be better options in terms of De Bruyne or Salah. When I say Son in my third captaincy pick, it does also mean Kane because everything which is either scored by Son or is scored by Kane is between the two. So either way, you will get points from either of them. I've captain Salah, but who should I vice captain? Kevin De Bruyne without a doubt. Upgrade Harrison to Pulisic tonight or go for a cheap midfielder. It depends on the risk. I think Pulisic's minute will be get managed. If he starts, he'll be subbed off around the 60-70 minute mark. So make sure you keep that in mind. Go to Yota in for ZH. Should I take a hit to replace Yota? Don't take a hit to replace Yota again. Whom to captain Salah, Son, Bruno, Kane? I would go Salah or maybe Kane out of the three. Uh, from DCL to whom should I move? Kings if you want to. Bench one of Lamte or Justin and Suchek or Yota. Yota and probably Justin because Lamte still has a chance for an attacking return. Darpit, I've already answered your question. Yes, don't worry, I'll be answering all of them so you can possibly not spam the stream. Cheaper replacements for DCL apart from Bamford. There's not many replacements. You can try Wilson because he has a good run of fixtures in the upcoming three fixtures. Although I don't rate Wilson that high because I'm not confident who's going to play from Newcastle. So I'm not sure that if Wilson is fit or his other teammates are fit. Son to Salah, Vardy to Wilson. Fair enough. Vardy to Bamford is preferred. Should I bench Yota or WordPress? Possibly Yota. I think if I was in your place, Yota. Varun asked me a question. Should Is Bamford a very good differential captain? I think Bamford is a huge differential this week. Uh, and against West Ham, he possibly can grab a goal or a brace. Chilwell, Zuma, Konsa, Lamptey, three defenders to play from. I would bench Lamptey out of the three. Who should I replace Son with? Salah, Mane, Kevin De Bruyne? I don't have Kane. Uh, Salah and possibly if if you mean who should I replace to buy Son, probably Mane, and if you want to buy someone, Salah. Perfect, Amit Kumar. Replacement Rodriguez. I already have Grealish. I don't prefer Zaha. Also, should I get Mane or Salah? No, long-term Mane or Salah does not make sense to me. If you don't prefer Zaha, have Grealish. Probably downgrade to someone like Bowen or Greenwood is a good pick if you don't have Bruno. If in my squad, if you look at, I don't have a United midfielder. I would go to possibly Greenwood. I think it's a very underrated and under overlooked pick. DCL to Ings possibly. For a -4, I would do it. One free transfer: Chilwell, Robertson, Lamptey, Kilman, Struge, Salah, Bruno, Kevin De Bruyne, Jota, Romeo, Bamford, Shea, DCL. I have 2.2 with the bank. Any suggestions? Probably DCL to Ings this week. Apart from that, I would just improve my defense if required, or Jota to someone like Bowen. High Vardy captaincy and Son to Wilson and Salah to -4. Salah to for a -4 and captain him would be my transfer this week. Tell us to Aurier, Doherty, Dyer, or Gabriel Dyer. I think. Bamford or Abraham Bamford. Hey FPL Penguin, thanks for joining the stream. Best midfielder on 7 million. I think Bowen is the standout pick. I think Yoga is still not the best pick. Shantanu, we've already answered your question. Hey Anshuman, I have Kevin and Salah both who to captain. I have both. It's a situation where I think that Salah's fixture is way too good, but my gut feeling says somewhere down the line that Salah will blank or at max score a goal and Kevin De Bruyne as the better standout captaincy this week. So it's a tough call between the two for me as well. Honestly, 50-50, but Salah is the fixture in my opinion. Bamford or Wilson? I would prefer Bamford. Uh, Captain Salah and Vice Captain Vardy, perfect. I'm just waiting for another update regarding Yota. I hope he plays. I think the Emgrad press conferences quotes will come after the deadline, as far as I remember. So there's not much update about Yota. I think even if he's the knock, as far as I saw the press conference, complete press conference. So Klopp did not look much worried about the knock, so I think it's fair enough to say that he'll be on the bench and he'll be fit enough to play the game, maybe from the bench or start. Can't say, but I think he'll not miss out completely. Marshall to Ings, I would definitely do that. DCL to Ings have already said that Sun to Salah, Vardy to Wilson. If not Wilson, any suggestions? If not Wilson, probably I think Bamford. Otherwise, Wilson is the guy. DCL for Ings. Yes, I would do that, but if DCL scores, your rank will definitely go down. Everyone who's going to remove DCL, make sure that you want DCL back after 3 game weeks, and then there's going to be a huge price difference, and make sure you have the extra funds. Wise to get Wilson and transfer out Calvert-Lewin or Vardy. I wouldn't do that if I was in your place. I did wildcard. Yeah, panicked. Who do you suggest? Get in that holy trinity of Salah, De Bruyne, Son, and or Son or Bruno. Any if you can get the four of them, yes, definitely do that. Up top, I would go Bamford and someone like Watkins or someone like Wilson. If you can't afford Calvert-Lewin, Rushil Bamford, good defender for 4.4 who will start. I think it's only Lewis who will start, and it's not a good defender to be honest. Find point one and go for someone like Walker Peter. Saleh or Mane, 1 week punt Mane. Definitely always go for the differential. Captain Werner or Wadi, Werner, I said. Shantanu, don't worry. Replacement for Rodriguez, I already have Grealish, don't prefer Zaha. I've answered that I think Bowen is the only lower price bracket replacement. Or maybe Greenwood if you don't have the United assets. Thoughts on sacrificing Robbo and Kilman for Regular and Crespo. If I'm sacrificing Robertson, I will still keep the Liverpool clean sheet cover and bring in Matip. Two good midfielders in 17.3 total. I have Grealish, Son, Havertz. Definitely Kevin De Bruyne or Salah in there, and with the rest, I would go Bowen because that's the only defender I'll fit in. Uh, Midfielder up to five, Lookman. Keeper Martinez or Patricio. 50-50 call, both of them could keep a clean sheet. 50, honestly, 50-50. Martinez, Steer, Lamptey, Mitchell, Chilwell, Neko, Williams, Kufal. I think the defense is pretty much sorted. Only Lamptey, Chilwell, and Kufal will play. Grealish, Salah, De Bruyne, Fernandes, Jota. I think the four midfielders will play, and I think you'll have to play the five and play Calvert-Lewin and Bamford. There's not much of a doubt there. Martinez or Mendy? I would play Mendy. Didn't hear you said Zaha for ZH, or should I go Pulisic and then take a -4 for Salah instead of Kevin De Bruyne? Go for Salah and Pulisic in that. I think Salah captaincy can cover up those -4 points. Dyer, Bellerin, Konsa, Dallas. Current defense, your suggestions for defense 4.5 to 5.2 bracket. I think you've already covered Dyer. If you can get James still, if it's affordable, go for James. Or else find point to somewhere and go for Matip. Replace Bellerin with Matip. Uh, DCL doings, yes. McCarthy, Meslier, Walker, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, Lamptey, Bruno, Kevin De Bruyne, Neto, Ward-Prowse, Jota, Vardy, Calvert-Lewin, Bamford, bench boost. I don't think, Rahul, this is the best week for bench boost because we know we'll have a double game week 19 with about uh, 6 to 10 teams playing a double match. Not the best week for bench boost. Double up with Kane and Son in upcoming game weeks. Not upcoming. I think double up would do good from game week 16 when they have Fulham, Leeds, and such matches. Martinez or Patricio 50-50. I did a wild card. Who do you think suggest? I assume I answered. Get Son, Bruno, Bowen, De Bruyne, and Salah in midfield. ZH and DCL out Ings and WordPress. Definitely do that. Should I get Werner or Bowen for DCL and ZH? Or should I get Werner, Bowen, and Salah instead of De Bruyne for a minus it? I think minus it is maybe too much, but still would take a chance if I was you. Meslier or Martinez first choice keeper. I'm going with Martinez. Konsa, Lamptey, Kilman, Chilwell, Walker Peters, three defenders. Chilwell, Lamptey, and Walker Peters, in my opinion. Alioski or Dallas. Masako out for Kufal or Suchek for Jorginho this week. Suchek for Jorginho. Target Ailing, who to bench? I would bench Target. I think Ailing has still a chance to keep a clean sheet. Westergaard or Lamptey? Westergaard. What do you do with Vardy? Sell or hold? I think I'll hold this week because I think he has a good record against Brighton, and Brighton play a very high line of defense. There's a possibility that he can score. It's more of how Madison plays and if Barnes plays or not. If Barnes plays, I can see his brace easily coming from Vardy. Transfer done to had two free transfers. Bruno to Salah banking one. I think Bruno to Salah is a good move. I did the Bruno Salah move as well. I'm going to captain Salah without a doubt. I'm not without a doubt. I'm actually in two minds between Salah and De Bruyne, but let's see. There was something wrong with my chat. It wasn't showing. Yes, because you've been spamming Shantanu. I've already answered your question. Don't worry. I have two free transfers, no fires to put out. Just upgrade Justin to Robo Matip until game week 16. I think you can save money because you'll be needing it for the heavy hitters and go for Matip. Chelsea defenders out of three to keep for 4 to 5 game weeks. I think James or Chilwell if you are. Are we doing the watch along? Yes, we might be doing the watch along tonight. It depends on if I'm very sleepy or not. If if I'm way too sleepy, I will probably be do the watch along for the first half, depending on how many people are interested in if we should do it or not. And if the match is very interesting, we'll probably get through the entire match. Should I play Yota or bench him? I would. If you don't have any other better player, I would play him. Remove Yota for a hit? No. What are your transfers? My transfers are Bruno out and De Bruyne in. Those are my transfers. Dyak, Kyle Walker-Peters and James as a back three in this good enough this week. Yes, I think it's a good enough this week, especially Dyer and James. Kane versus Salah captain, Salah stand out. DCL to Cavani wouldn't do that. Cavani is injured. Bamford or Ings? It's a tough call. I think Bamford and Ings are two different price brackets. Uh, I would still prefer Bamford because it allows me funds, but honestly, it's an equal 50-50 pick. If price isn't an issue, I would go Ings. If price isn't an issue. Uh, Rahul, we've already answered it, and I hope you've heard it. Don't bench boost. Bamford or Ings answered it. Yeah, go for it. Do a minus 12 for Salah. No, don't do a minus 12. There's nothing that can cover a minus 12. Vardy for Ings. Tough call this week because don't do it for a hit because Vardy can score. Thoughts on sacrificing Robo and Kilman for Regular and Kiswell? Already answered it. I would get Matip. Vardy to Werner captaincy. Vardy is still a decent captaincy as much as Werner is. So if it's for a hit, don't do it. Bamford or Rings answered it. Best keeper under 5 million. I think Martinez and McCarthy are still the best two keepers under 5 million. Gavin, I think Varun can and Varun possibly if it's a lot of spam, you can ban someone. Uh, will Salah play because I want to pick him as captain? Yes, I think he will play. Uh, Mane in for Salah for the next 2 game weeks and then transfer Salah in from West Brom. That's a fair enough strategy because then out of the next three, two are away games and one is Liverpool. Sorry, Tottenham. So it's not a bad decision to bring in Mane this week. Lamptey Cody in the starting 11. Tough call. Cody because I think there's a chance of clean sheet there. With Lamptey, I don't see a clean sheet. Should I captain WordPress? No, I don't really think so. There are better captaincy options out there. I mean, WordPress can score a free kick, but I would still go for the premium captaincy options. Martinez or Mendy? Mendy, who should we start? Uh, Play two from Kufal, Kyle Walker-Peters, Justin. I would play Kyle Walker-Peters and maybe take a chance on Justin. Will Pulisic start? I think he will. There is enough fitness. There's been, and he was rested in the UCL match, so he should be fine enough to start. Should I transfer out Bruno ZH for Salah Neto and take a minus 4? Yes, I think it's a fair enough if you're going to captain Salah. If you're going to captain Salah. When will Allison be back? I think Allison is fit enough and he was in training. So it depends on his fitness. If he's fit enough and passes the fitness test this week, we can see him in goal. Mane or Vardy for captain? Mane if you have him. If you have the differential guy this week, you should go for it. Matip a good option. Definitely a good option if you want to get funds instead of Robertson. Swap Samedo for who? I have 6.6 in the bank. Chilwell if you don't have it. Matip, Dyer, Diaz, or probably James. Those are the four defenders I'm targeting in my team. Should I transfer in Pulisic next game week or take a minus 8 for this game week? I think with Pulisic, if it's not a great need, you can wait because I'm still waiting to see if Pulisic starts on the right, plays deep, or he will get the chance to start on the left. So that's the reason I'm not going for Pulisic this week. Probably if he starts on the left, I can go Grealish to Pulisic next week. DS, Zuma, Kyle Walker, Peter, Cresswell, Webster. I think Kyle Walker, Peter, Zuma, and DS are the best ones. Captaincy picks Sanwadi, Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Grealish. Kevin De Bruyne, I think, out of the lot. Vestergaard, Chilwell, and I would pick Kufal out of the three. Premkant. Mope was having good stats until penalty miss. You think he can still do? I think pretty much it's very much clear. I think even in the press, Potter said this that Gross will be on penalties. No longer Mope is on penalties, and I don't even see Mope starting. He's definitely not a good buy. Don't have money to buy Salah and Pulisic. I need to sell ZH. You probably then downgrade ZH to someone like Grealish or Bowen or Greenwood. Bamford or Ings Bamford 50-50 as I answered, but I would still go Bamford if I because I want to spread funds inside in the midfield. Suchek versus Lookman. I think Lookman is more sharp, but I think Suchek will get those odd goals more often than Lookman will. Will Keller start again? I think only if Allison is not past fit. Thoughts on Klitsch can afford someone around. I think over Klitsch, I would prefer Rafinha at the moment. Play Tony or Mares. Tony, I think with Mares, there's a slight dilemma. Will he start around? And Tony has a good record against City. Will Cancelo start? With Cancelo, I think he'll only start if he plays the left back. I think Walker is much preferred in these high intensity big games. Is Hoiber a good option? No, Weber is not a good option. Any team leaks, not as of now, because I have been using my phone for the chats. Will Pulisic start possibly? Neto or DCL home to bench? I would bench the cheaper guy. I think I'll play my premium player out of the two. Should I start Yota or go for defenders? Yota. First wildcard expires on 28 December. I still have it. Yes, use it before 28 December and plan a team for the double game week 19. Who should I remove, Bruno or De Bruyne just for this week? Bruno. Swap somebody to whom answered it. Leeds match is never less entertaining. Yes, hopefully let me know in the chat if we should do the watch along. Will Allison be back this week? Yes, he should if he passes the fitness test. He's back in training. Lamptey, James Dyer, Kyle Walker-Peters. I would play James Dyer and Kyle Walker-Peters. If you had to bench, you will have to bench Mitchell and Kilman. But you don't. I think you'll have to bench Mitchell. He's going to miss out this game for sure. Play Yota or fourth defender Yota. I've won 8.1 million in the bank to replace DCL for Ings, falling short of point 0.2. Okay. Do you think it's worth to involve some other player? I think yes, if you're going to make a move. Uh, it can pay out in terms because Southampton are playing Sheffield United. Is Pulisic playing? I hope so. I think he's fit enough. He did not feature in the UCL, but that was not an injury concern as far as I know. Bamford, Calvert, Kane, Sterling, Bruno, Grealish, Jota, who to captain? I think Kane out of the lot. I think Jota could be benched. Lacazette for DCL wouldn't do that. I have Chilwell, Robbo, Lamtek, Kilman, Stooge. Uh, I think you can replace Kilman if you want, if you have the funds to get in Dyer. Defenders to stay for the next three. I think my standout defenders for the next 4 or 5 game weeks would be Matip, Diaz, Dyer, and James. Jota could be on bench, yes. Kane or Bamford money issues. Bamford if you have money issues. Lacazette for DCL I wouldn't do that. I sold DCL for him, took a -4 hit. Now I have zero funds in the bank. Uh, I think it's a fair enough move, and if Ing scores this week, the hit would be covered. From Grealish, Son, Vardy, Bruno, Kevin De Bruyne, I would go Kevin De Bruyne captaincy and Son vice captain. Yes, thanks for mentioning. All questions will be answered. Uh, what would you do if he's in a situation? Possible analysis prediction and not accurate. Thanks for that. And we're still checking for possible lineup, so don't worry. Salah be best? I don't think so. Will Kilman play? No, I am not sure. Only if Wolves go to back three. Should Vardy be soft out in 1 or 2 games? Yes. He doesn't seem getting chances because of Madison. Madison is a very horrible player of the ball, and he's not taking effort. So if Barnes start, I think Vardy can bag a brace anytime. Bamford differential, mega differential in my opinion. So it's a very high risk, high reward situation. Yes, I expect Salah to start. I saw DCL already discussed that. Should I go Watkins and Mane for Vardy and ZH, or Mane and Grealish for ZH and De Bruyne? I think I will hold De Bruyne. So the other option. Should I start Yota or Cancelo? I think start Cancelo because if he doesn't start, I don't see him coming on as a substitute. So then automatically Yota will come on as your sub. Which Arsenal midfielder striker to buy? Don't go near the Arsenal players. I know they have Burnley and Southampton in the next two, and they have been good in their previous games. But I don't expect. I do want to see Arsenal perform first before I bring them in your team. Especially you have the likes of Son, Bruno, Salah, De Bruyne in your midfield. I wouldn't go there. Despite of their easy fixtures, I wouldn't go there. 8 million midfield already have ZH, sorry, Grealish. Go for Greenwood if you don't have Bruno, or go for Bowen. I think Zaha. I'm not sure if people are preferring Zaha, and it's fair enough because their fixtures are a bit tough. Vestergaard or Benrick? Vestergaard sold some for Mahrez last week. What should I do? I have Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, Jota, Podence. You need to sell Mahrez and Podence in the midfield. I sold DCL for Ings, took a hit. Yes, I have no other forward except Ings now. Uh, that's a weird situation because you must be having other two forwards, be it cheap forwards. Will Kufa get higher up the pitch because there's defensive injuries? No, I don't think so. It's going to be the same system. Ben Johnson or Issa Diop will replace Masuaku, I think. There was a news that Issa Diop has been training going up the pitch, so that's the reason I mentioned in the Instagram story that Issa Diop could replace him. DCL out for Wilson thoughts. I don't fancy Wilson as a pick over DCL. I did not 10 minutes ago, but now since James Rodriguez is out, maybe it's a decent move, but I still don't fancy Wilson to get a lot of more points. Shall I transfer Vardy Grealish out for De Bruyne Bamford? I would do that if I was in your place. If not this week, I would do that next week definitely. Just a minute, guys. 10 minutes left to the deadline, and I am checking for any possible league lineups. So, just a second. And there is, as of now, no league lineups in my knowing. So, just a second. Just another second. I think we can take. What about Salah? Will he start? I think he will. Best midfielder duo to play this week: Jota, Greenwood, Rafinha, Kevin De Bruyne, Greenwood, Pulisic. Rafinha, Kevin De Bruyne. I think Pulisic is benched. No news as such. Charlie Taylor against Arsenal or start him. If you have a better player, bench him. Will Kilman start only if Wolves go back three? Should I start Jota? If not, then I will start Kyle Walker-Peters. I think Kyle Walker-Peters is a decent pick, but Jota is much more high risk, high reward situation because if he starts by any chance, he'll get you more points. Torres replacements have 9.1 in the bank. Find the point 4 or 5, get in Sun. Took the risk and bought Zaha and Salah. I think Salah will pay off. I think. Che Adams to Bamford or Salah to De Bruyne for next game week. Next game week, Salah to De Bruyne. Do you think Chelsea would be able to keep a clean sheet? Yes, without James Rodriguez, I think they should be able to keep a clean sheet. Ings next fixture, someone was saying doesn't look too good to me. I think the next two are decent. Arsenal is not a bad fixture to be honest. So if someone's buying Ings, I would be worried. Zero up front, I think he should start, but he'll get rotated very often with timing. So it's not a long term pick. Decide to Winston, I don't fancy that. Sold Sun from Mahrez last week. What should I do? Answered it. I think you probably need to get Podence out and Mahrez out. You can go for Grealish at the moment for either Podence or Mahrez, and then long term we can look at bringing back Greenwood or possibly Bruno. If you don't plan to get in Bruno, go for Greenwood. Kilman versus Target. Target is better. Kane, Sterling, Bruno, Pulisic. Who to captain? I think Kane or maybe Bruno if you fancy a penalty out there. Okay, guys, 7 minutes left. We need to set our teams. I'll just hold the questions for a minute. Do we need a second transfer? I think we have a very set team. I don't want to remove Vardy because I'm planning on to remove him next week. Fornell is a good pick. Bamford is good. Calvert Lewin, there's no standout replacement because I don't have the money. James, so I'm very happy with my defense, and Grealish is a decent pick as well. So we'll just confirm my team and we'll go ahead with the questions. Okay, captaincy. We'll discuss it in the last 2 minutes. Mason Mount is underrated. Yes, very underrated. Consider Jota for Pulisic and Cresswell. I wouldn't, maybe not for a minus hit, not this week, definitely not. I have two free transfers, says Anvay. Should I take a minus for it? Go for Masuaku out Kufal in James out in Grealish or Georgian out of Suchin? I think you should take a minus for and get Grealish at least. Uh, Pritesh, thanks. And if you like the stream, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Adams to Bamford for a hit this week. It could prove beneficial. Honestly, I think Bamford could have a good game tonight. Mings or Konsa? Konsa. Mane for differential, yes, definitely. Who to captain says someone. Why kept Kevin De Bruyne and not Son? I think Kevin De Bruyne is in the form of his life, and United are not that defensively great at the moment. With Son, it's only counter attacks, and it's not like Crystal can't defend counter attacks. They're a deep defensive side, so it's not going to be very easy. Although I do prefer Son over Kane at times if there is an option to me, and if I had both. But out of the lot, I still have a more feeling about De Bruyne than Son. I feel like there's a higher ceiling with De Bruyne than Son. Watkins or Che Adams? I would go Che at the moment. Others thanks played DCL or Rafina. DCL, I think maybe Rafina could be a 50-50 call as well. Uh, I don't think Salah is a player of form, so I don't worry about him much. If even if he's benched this week, that's probably a good news for every owner because then he'll play the West Brom, Crystal, Tottenham line of fixtures. Cap De Bruyne, Son or Vardy. I would go De Bruyne or Son between them. Probably De Bruyne. Any predicted lineup? We'll do the predicted lineup once the deadline is done. There's no leaked lineup as of now. Okay, still checking. There's no leak lineup. Should I sell Robertson for Neko and get no? The Neko won't be starting. Cancelo and Yota out for Pulisic and Cresswell -8. Don't do it. Don't take the hit, Gavin. Probably stick to your own team. If there's Yota, play him and hope he gets some minutes and probably a goal out of those minutes. If you have Yota, don't take a hit to remove him. You can probably place him and hope that he comes on as a sub and gets you a goal. That is what you brought Yota in for. Remember that he's not going to start a lot of games. He's always going to be that substitute player. So I don't think it's a worry. You probably should play him if you have him because that's what you brought him for. Should I start Neto this week or DCL? Tough call. I mean, both have equally tough fixtures. Maybe take a chance with Neto. Replace Kevin De Bruyne with Salah Mane only for this week. Yes, I would do that. Mendy or McCarthy? Mendy. Thanks, Anwar. Grealish captain wouldn't go there. I think better options. Kai Havertz says contracting COVID-19 hit him very hard. Yes, he did. I think every player has this problem. And I was also watching the match Salah played, and it was slight problem for him as well. That's the reason that Klopp wants him to play minutes and get into form. Thoughts on Podence this week? I don't think it's a very good week to play Podence. Bench DS or Vestergaard? Vestergaard for sure. Should I play Cresswell or Dallas? I would play Cresswell because there's an assist potential, very high assist potential there. There's 3 minutes left. Make sure you make your team and set up your captain. And make sure you set your vice captain more importantly and and your bench order. Play DCL or James Ward-Prowse? I would play James Ward-Prowse because they play a easier fixture. Who should I bench between Yota, DCL, and Grealish? Out of the lot, DCL or Yota. I wouldn't bench Grealish. Should I sell Robertson for Neko and get funds by difference and sell a forward like Delap to buy Bamford? I think you can, but I would prefer Matip. But if you're getting Bamford, you can still go there. What happened if you had Douglas in your team? Nothing. He's not going to play. So there's no point of having him. He's just going to drop in price. He's 3.8 as far as I remember. Play Cresswell instead of Zaha wouldn't do that. Salah or Kane? Salah without a doubt. Okay, I still have to decide my captain. De Bruyne and Salah. What do you think? Mention in the chat who should be captain. De Bruyne or Salah. Mendy or McCarthy? Mendy. Play to Lamptey, Justin Cresswell. Lamptey and Cresswell. Is Cancelo likely to play? I don't think so. If he plays, he'll play on the left back role. Yes, Varun. I think I should go with Maggard, but I'm not very confident. Son for vice captain. Yes, will Benrahma start in your opinion? I don't think so. He'll start this week. Again, it's going to be the same lineup. DCL to Wilson and Bruno to De Bruyne. Uh, DCL to Wilson is a tricky one. I would go Bruno De Bruyne this week. Kevin De Bruyne or Werner for captain. 50-50 call. Werner because he has a slightly easy fixture. Okay, so 1 minute to go. We're going with Salah captaincy. There's not much I want to go around with. Also, I'm going Salah captaincy because we'll have a watch along for Fulham versus Liverpool as well. So it's going to be fun watching. You'll finally get to know how I panicked I am with my captaincy game. Okay, guys, so 1 minute left. Also, since we are done with most questions, let me know should we do the Leeds versus West Ham watch along or not? It's 1:30 in the night. McCarthy or Martinez? McCarthy, I think there's a clean sheet potential there. Okay, a lot of people are saying yes. Bamford captain, very high risk, very high reward. Saksham, if you have better options, you can do that. Yes, probably everyone who's going to watch the match, you can probably watch it along with us. McCarthy or Martinez? McCarthy. Go for Salah. Did it already. Salah is my captain. Sachin says no. I mean, yeah, for the people who can't make it, it's okay because I respect it. It's a 1:30 game. I might not myself be able to stay awake till then. I have a meeting tomorrow. Haller or Bowen tonight? Bowen. I think Bowen is the guy for West Ham at the moment. Okay, it's deadline. We can discuss all of the predictions and the predicted lineups we're talking about in the chat. Start ailing or Lamptey? Deadline is past, but start ailing. Once watch along for Manchester Derby. I think I'm going to be out for the Manchester Derby, and that's the reason we wouldn't be able to do that. Did Matt tip in for Justin? Hope to bag a CS. That's a good move in my opinion. Yes. Salah or Bruno or Kevin De Bruyne or Kane for captaincy. Salah. I mean, you're a bit too late. I think you're about 30 seconds late, Archana, but still Salah. Hopefully, you captain Salah. Okay, Varun Baba says Leeds West Ham 3-1. That's a big scoreline. Did Salah in for a hit instead of Kevin De Bruyne? Manchester Derby prediction with goal scorers. I think Manchester Derby would be 3-1. Bruno with a penalty, and I think De Bruyne with a goal and assist. Probably an Aguero late goal, and maybe Mahrez or Torres. Uh, Varun is all predicting a Wolves draw and a United win. Bamford and Dallas back something. Hopefully, yes, we did. Hopefully, Anwar says last minute -4 hit from Masako to Alioski. Fair enough. I mean, Masako is not going to play. Ings or DC? Three fixtures. Ings. Aguero's back. Yes, he's not going to play. I think he might come on as a Southampton 2, Sheffield United 0. That's exactly my prediction. Which game do you think will be a goal fest? Uh, will be the snooze fest of the season. I think no goals would be Newcastle West Brom. And the goal fest could be Everton, Chelsea, and Leeds West Ham, which is the reason I've chosen Leeds and West Ham for the watch along. So Wadi to Aguero for next week. Yeah, that's my plan. If I see Aguero fit, I'm tempting to go Wadi to Aguero. I have De Bruyne, Grealish, Bruno, Salah, Kane, DCL, Bamford, and really cheap defense. Should I invest in defense? I think 5 million defense is good, especially when you have James Dyer all around that price bracket because they're giving you more clean sheets. Kyle Walker Peter is fine in that lower price bracket, but apart from that, only the player I can look at is Taylor, and no other player impresses me in defense apart from those two. The cheap defenders at least. Okay, so we'll wrap up this stream, and if we are doing the watch along, which we mostly will, unless I sleep early, uh, I will post it on the YouTube channel as well as on Instagram. So if any of you guys are watching the stream and want to know how people react or how I react during a FPL match where two of my players are playing, do join the stream. Okay, so we'll wrap up the stream. This is FPL Tips signing off. Cheers.